Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good week so far. Thursday, September 13th, so we're closing out the week. Let's go ahead and jump in. Today's passage comes from Psalm 23. So if you're following along, you can go ahead and start turning there. But I just want to share something that I have recently learned, and man, I just think it's phenomenal what God's Word says. And maybe you've already known it, but maybe I'm slow and just haven't caught on yet. But I just want to share this really cool truth that I've learned recently. So Psalm 23, let's go ahead and start reading. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. We love these verses. We love to know that God is our shepherd. We love to know that we get to lie down in green pastures. Something interesting, it says He makes me lie down in green pastures, so you can lie down or you can be made to lie down. And He restores my soul. We love those verses. So the key thing we're looking at so far is God is our shepherd. So let's just remember the theme of He is my shepherd through this psalm. He leads me by quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So what I want to key in on is verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. I guess when I've heard this verse talked about, I've always pulled it out of the context of Psalm 23 and He is my shepherd. But as I've been learning about this passage this week, I've learned that shadow of death in this passage can also be translated darkness. And so when it's used in the scriptures, it's almost always paired up with a contrast between dark and light. So an example would be darkness versus the light. So you always read it with light most of the time. So the idea that it's giving is an idea that is not light. It's the opposite of light. So what we understand is that it's a valley of darkness. It's a valley that is not the light. It's a place where we thought we would never be. And so I guess what I really never understood is if we continue thinking about Him as our shepherd as we read this verse, let's see what happens. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, or even though I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. We fear no evil because our shepherd is with us. And this is what I learned. Here's the idea that it gives. We're in the valley and He is with us because our shepherd is leading us. This speaks so much into our life. Check this out. In the valley of the shadow of death, in the valley of darkness, when we are in that time that is the farthest away from God we have ever been, when we are enduring the hardest trial we have ever faced, it's okay because my shepherd is with me. Why? Because my shepherd has led me there. Our suffering is not random. God isn't getting us back for something that we've done. But ultimately our suffering is redemptive. It's to redeem us. It's to cleanse us. It's to make us stronger. So in the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. I fear no evil, because you have led me here, O my shepherd. I am the sheep and he's the shepherd. He's with me in the valley because he's led me into the valley. And that means that he can lead me out of the valley. This has huge implications for us. In the valley, I'm not alone because God has led me there. We're not in the valleys apart from God. We're in the valleys with God and ultimately because of God. He knows what's best and he can lead us out because he let us in.